Hi, I'm Jason Lai, and tonight I'm going to show you how we harvest honey. Here's what honey looks like when it's ready to harvest. So you can see the bees have built up the honeycomb. They've filled it with nectar and they've evaporated it down. When it gets to the correct consistency, they cap it off so that it's sealed in. And so harvesting honey is a messy job. Don't forget that you'll need to have lots of towels on hand, and my advice is to moisten one too. Also, it's a very good idea to keep a glass of wine on hand just in case there's any emergency of any kind. So I took the extractor apart to clean it. It consists of this basket which spins around. Here's a crankshaft for the basket. Putting this back together now. I'm sure my dad and my brother are gonna have something to say about me using a pair of pliers to tighten this nut up. When I like to use a casserole dish just to basically catch these cappings. I'll show you what to do with them in a moment. And there we go. We're taking the wax cap off the top of the cell. You'll see underneath, you'll see a lovely layer of honey. Just basically breaks up that cap. Let's do the other side. Nice fresh piece of comb there. And we're just taking off that first layer of wax. Okay, that's done. And again, look at these lovely colour variations. We've got the dark honey and the pale honey. So without dripping too much on the floor, this of course goes into the extractor. We've got our three frames in here. We're ready to extract. So these shields go on. Sure, you've got your emergency glass of wine, and we start to spin. And you have to kind of hold it still because it'll. Whoops. Let's see how well we did. It actually doesn't take that much, and the honey basically flies out and hits the wall. Let's turn these around now. Maybe we'll give them. That's not too bad. And this will probably be a lot less out of balance because so let's take a look here. Well, it looks pretty clean to me. All these little cells are empty. You can see how the honey has stained the wax a little. Those are empty. Some of these have got a little bit of pollen in, like here and here and here. That'll end up in the honey and help with allergies. So anyway, this goes back in the hive and the girls will clean it up and start reusing it again immediately. Okay, it's time to open the honey gate right here. Here there's the wax cappings from the honeycomb. You can also see some finer flakes of wax which have come off the honeycomb during the extraction process, and some even finer stuff in the very fine screen beyond that. Underneath you can see we've got about maybe 10 pounds of raw honey. These are the wax cappings, and you can see that they're still wet with honey. Plenty of it drained through the strainer on the bucket, on the pail, but you can still see some in here which is draining down. We're actually going to pop this in the microwave, melt down the wax, and separate out the honey on the bottom layer. Well, let's pop this in the microwave, and let's melt down that wax and separate out the honey. Oh yes, it's really starting to separate now. Ooh, lovely. And Let's close that up, and here is the honey gate too. So when it's ready to pour, we'll be filling up these little jars, and those go out to clients. So what about the wax? Last night you saw me put the cappings, which were soaked in honey, into a Pyrex jug like this and microwave it. Sure enough, the wax floated to the top and the honey separated at the bottom. The honey was run through the same strainer as the honey from the extractor and placed into here, so we've combined all of that. And then the wax, what I did was I actually took the solidified puck and I boiled it in some more water in the microwave, strained it as well, so it removed any particulates. The boiling in the water actually took out, any residual honey, so this isn't going to go moldy now. I'm Jason Lai, thank you.